Right? Did I beat your dad?
I don't know. You do realize I'm not muted, right?
I beat him. I don't care. He can hear me. Did I beat him?
I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
This is why I hate people.
6, 7, 8.
Mikey, we can hear you.
I know.
1, 2, 3.
I'm letting her make a fool of herself. I don't care.
I beat your dad by 1.
Well, anyways, after she just ruined that. Okay, welcome to the episode where my mom had to be ruin everything. But you know what? It's fun.
Who beat me by 1?
Yeah. We're at episode. Bro, I hate this. Okay, alright, you should be good. Welcome to episode 132 of the Hurricane Mike Show, where, as always, hold up.
Hello. Technical difficulties here.
Make sure you're on the network.
Alright, you're back.
Yep, we're back. Hello.
So, Dad, Atlanta continues to lose, because why?
Because they suck, son. 28-3. I mean, what else can you say? I mean, they just suck.
Yeah, man, they continue on losing. Let me try connecting to the hotspot, bro. Hold up. I don't know why the internet's been terrible today.
Hello.
Give me 1 second. What do you mean? Bro, I hate technology so much. It was doing fine all off season, but now that football season's back. Out week 1, we got the Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles. Dad, what's your initial reaction as the Eagles win 24-20?
My reaction was, it's not a surprise. We know that the Eagles are a better team than the Cowgirls right now. And, I mean, it's surprising that it was this close. I mean, I think the Eagles were, at least 10 points better than the Cowboys, but they somehow kept it close.
Yeah, man, this game was weird, okay? It was like, the defending champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, edged the Cowboys. But, man, they got to get their lightning under control, bro, because I ain't trying to stay up to almost midnight watching football. Like, I like football, but I don't like it that much. But, yeah, Eagles win. And Cowboys, if y'all got CeeDee Lamb dropping them passes, it's going to be a rough season for y'all. But, yeah, I just think, CeeDee Lamb sold y'all that game. Next, the Chargers are 1-0 after they beat the 0-1 Chiefs 27-21 in Brazil. Dad, what is your takeaway after watching that game?
My takeaway is every time we can come on this show and talk about a Chiefs loss, it's great. I mean, the Swifties out there are crying in the middle of the street. Oh, my God, we lost in the Brazil. Oh, man. But, yeah. So, anytime, this happens, I'm a happy man, and I can move on with life. I can sleep a little better. I get up singing in the morning. It's just all day good day for me.
Yeah. Yeah, look, the Chiefs, man, Mahomes, bro, I think we got to start having that conversation. And if you ask what conversation is, Mahomes is a little bit overrated right now. Overthrowing people. I understand he had that one throw and 4th down. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback, but Justin Herbert outdueled him at every level. Herbert outran him. Herbert outpassed him. The Chargers scored in every single quarter. Like, Chiefs, man. I understand you're a playoffs team. You're not a regular season team, so in the playoffs, I might even go back to the Super Bowl. But I don't care about that. I'm analyzing what I saw, taking all the past out of it. If what I saw is going to be an accurate representation of your season, y'all might not even make the playoffs with that defense, that cupcake defense. Y'all got to work. The AFC West is competitive, man. In fact, hold on. Yeah, in fact, everybody in the AFC West won except for the Chiefs. So, Chiefs fans, man, y'all should be worried a little bit. Now let's go to game of the week as the Atlanta Falcons lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home, 23-20, as they let the game slip out of their hands. What is your reaction on that game?
My reaction was, it was a very predictable game. I mean, I sat up here and I predicted this loss to the Atlanta Falcons. And let's look at Michael Penix, 27-42, and just under 300 yards, one tutty, no interceptions. I mean, he didn't do that bad as the starting quarterback of a football team, but he plays for the Atlanta Falcons, so he just didn't get the job done. And my boy, that LA Falcons dude, that likes to scream in his call. I'm sure he's screaming today. Like, you know how he does. I love that dude. But
yeah, laughing out famous.
LA.
Yeah, I was watching his reaction last night. I mean, that dude was mad. Younghoe Koo, man. The savior of Atlanta. A guy that Falcon fans wanted to be the president last year when he hit that 58-yard field against the Saints. Now he can't make a 44-yarder, but I guarantee you, though, if he was kicking against the Saints, he would want to make that kick. But, neither here nor there. But y'all suck. And guess what, though? Falcon fans keep talking about us, but last time I checked, the Saints are technically higher rated in the division in Atlanta. We're third. Y'all fourth. Just suck it. Big Mike and Brother Woolen, what's good? What's good, Kai, man?
What's good?
Kai, I don't know if you got anybody playing tonight. I'm beating you in the fantasy league right now, but you got to step it up. In fact, the game's actually going on right now. But yeah, Bengals. Let's move on to that one. Bengals beat the Browns 17-16 to start their season 1-0, and the Browns 0-1 in Cleveland. What's your takeaway after this game?
Well, I predicted a Bengals victory, but what I got to say after this game is, my boy Joe Burrow, my LSU brother, you got to do better than this. I mean, we spent a whole lot of money on you, Joe Burrow, and we got you some toys to play with. We spent a whole lot of money on your toys. The Chase, the other guy, I can't think of his name, the defensive end. We spent some money on you, Joe Burrow, to give you some toys to play with. And, you can't do better than, a 1-point victory over Cleveland Browns. I mean, Cleveland kind of surprised me. It looks like their defense going to be all right. Myles Garrett is that dude. He's a dog. And so it looks like the defense is going to be all right. Joe Flacco played good. Yada, yada. That's all great. I just expect more from Joe Burrow. I expect the Bengals to be in the 30s all the time.
All right, Kyle. Well, last time I checked, I was winning. So you must have made a comeback with the last night game because I didn't check after the Ravens game. So you must have made a comeback or something because I was beating you at one point. So yeah,
he must have Josh Allen on his team.
I think he had. I know he had Saquon.
Talking about somebody that played last night that could have took over.
Yeah, I know, but because I was gonna say I thought he had Derrick Henry, but not because he had Saquon playing. So yeah, but yeah. Anyways, back to this game. Browns, man, they lost to the Bengals, but it's like the Bengals. They do this every year. They always start the season slow, and then they drop 40 points on you before you even know it. So it's like, dang, Bengals, y'all really love being consistent. Let's talk about a team that's not consistent. All offseason, I was saying how the Dolphins are going to be the worst team in the NFL.
You were right.
You did have Allen, Henry, and Zay Flowers. Yeah, man, that was crazy. That game was crazy. That's definitely going to be the last game we talk about and stuff. But yeah, anyways, Colts, bro, dominant. The entire offseason, I was saying how the Dolphins would be the worst team in the NFL. And a lot of people give me crap for it. A lot of people were saying how, even though they don't think the Dolphins are going to be good, they're nowhere near the worst team in the league. You go look back at it too, man. Like, I don't know if it was on my videos necessarily, but I don't know when I would hop on other people's channels saying stuff. A lot of people gave me crap for it. What do y'all got to say now? The Dolphins gave up 33 points to a Daniel Jones-led football team. They could only muster 8 points. 8. 0 points in the first half. They didn't score till the fourth quarter because the Colts gave them a pity touchdown and a pity 2-point. What you got to say about this game, Dad?
Well, there's plenty to say. I mean, a couple things is Mike McDaniel might be getting fired. Tua Tagovailoa might be going with him. I mean, Tua Tagovailoa looked like he needs to retire or something. I mean, he was so bad. But this is what I want you to pay attention to. I want Kellen Moore to pay attention. I want all these coaches that throwing the ball all around the football field. I want y'all to pay attention to this. 29 pass attempts, 40 rushing attempts. Now that is the balance that we're talking about. Even though, Jonathan Taylor, 18 rushes, 71 yards. That's not a great performance. DJ Gideon, 12 rushes, 41 yards. Not a great performance. But they kept running the ball. They kept trying to run the ball. You gotta stick with it. And they stick with it for 40 rushes, for 156 yards. Daniel Jones ran it in twice. He had 1 passing touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns. So good job, Danny. But there's some balance going on in Indianapolis. I love it. I wish it was here. That's all I got to say on that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say it again. Man, Doomsday was live. I'm gonna say it again though. The Dolphins are the worst team in the NFL, and that game proved my point. A lot of the stuff I was saying this is our offseason came true. Because I made a video. In fact, we're going to get to this game later. But I made a video saying Detroit is doomed. Obviously talking about the Lions. And that video, people were letting me have it in the comment section. People were saying how, nah, Detroit ain't doomed. The Saints are doomed. Nah, man, you don't know what you're talking about, brother. Okay, we'll get to that game in a little bit. But I got something for all of y'all. Yeah, man, Colts dominate. Next up, in one of the games where I got right and Dad, you did not get right. Raiders beat the Patriots 20-13. But before we get to that, the Dolphins coach not gonna last throughout the season. That coaching seat is scorching hot, man. Yeah, bro. It's like Mike McDaniel. I remember when he first went to Miami, he was like a young mind offensively, and it looked like he could be a good coach. Coming from the Shanahan tree. But his biggest problems was that he couldn't beat the good teams. And now his big problem is he can't beat the bad teams either. If you can't beat the bad teams and you can't beat the good teams, who can you beat? So, yeah, bro. But anyways, yeah, Raiders over the Patriots 20-13. What is your takeaway after this one?
I mean, this was just a meh game. I mean, Geno Smith and Drake May, I mean, they didn't outshine one another. They had about the same type of game, but my boy from New England, that Kayshon Boutte with 6 rushes, 103 yards. I mean, he got it done yesterday, and that's probably was the difference in the game when you have like a 7-point game. If you have somebody that just goes off running the football, I mean, hey, he's got to get the game ball. He's the MVP. Let's go.
Man.
Just pretty sloppy game though.
Yeah. Ashton Jeanty scored his first touchdown of his career.
That's true.
The Raiders just wanted it more, and I ain't gonna lie. I think a lot of people are overhyping Drake May. Okay, I don't think May's bad or all, but they're acting like this man's like an MVP. I heard people saying that they're gonna take him to the playoffs, and it's like, okay, let's calm down. Okay. Now we recapped this game yesterday. Cardinals over the Saints. Now, Dad, is there anything else you got to say about this situation?
Just the bad news keeps on coming. Now it appears that Julian Blackmon's probably done for a good while now.
Why all the J names leaving us?
I don't know, bro. I mean, what are we gonna do at safety? I mean, we had Tyrone Matthew retire. They were bringing Blackmon, and now after week 1, he goes down. I mean, what is in the water here in New Orleans, where early in the season we lose every freaking body? I don't get it. I mean, I don't see this happening nowhere else. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe I'm not paying attention, but it seems like this franchise is snake bit. Oh, they have a black cat walking around the Superdome or something.
Bro, if the Saints lose to Mac Jones this week, it's gonna be terrible. Because I don't know if y'all saw the news. Brock Purdy's most likely not gonna play Sunday. So if we lose to Mac Jones,
and he doesn't have George Kittle to throw the ball to.
Exactly. Bro, he doesn't have George Kittle, doesn't have DeMarcus Robinson, doesn't even have Jawan Jennings. Who does he have to throw the ball to? Brandon Ayuk still out.
He got McCaffrey, if he can stay healthy. I mean, he gets hurt every game.
Saints, lose to Mac Jones if you want to. I'm not gonna be very nice. If you thought I was ranting yesterday, you don't want to see my reaction if you lose to Mac Jones. You don't want to see.
You was counting Juwan Johnson's pocket. So what else you gonna do?
I'm gonna count
everybody's pocket.
Yes, because there is no. I don't care. I don't care if you and I are playing cornerback, guarding the receivers. We should still not lose to Mac Jones.
He's a first-round pick, bro.
I don't care. Jamarcus Russell was a first-round pick. You expect him to beat everybody?
He had a strong arm.
So did Zach Wilson. And look where he's at now.
Where's he at now?
Backup quarterback for the Dolphins. The worst team in the league.
Count his pockets. I bet you see some money in there, boy.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, when this game happened, I thought this might be the game of the week, man. But then Sunday night happened. Steelers beat the Jets 34-32. Whoa! What's your takeaway after this one?
My takeaway is Aaron Rodgers is acting a fool right now, boy. He said he hopes everybody in the Jets organization could feel this win. I mean, he said that nobody over there thinks he could play this little football, so he had to remind them. And yeah, so he went out and got a 2-point win over the lonely Jets that might be the worst team in the league. So, I feel his frustration and his excitement about sticking it to his ex. Calm down, bro. It was the Jets.
But I will say this. Do you think we got prime Aaron Rodgers back, or do you think it was just one game?
I think it was the Jets.
Okay. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdowns is 4 touchdowns.
I could find, other quarterbacks that threw 4 touchdowns this weekend, and they pooped. So, I mean.
Let's see. This weekend, let's see. I'm looking. Dad, would you believe me if I said that Aaron Rodgers is the only quarterback to throw for 4 touchdowns this week?
The only one. All right.
The second closest was Herbert, who had 3 touchdowns on Friday. He probably could have had 4 if you hit McConkey, but he had 3. But Rodgers outdueled all of them with 4.
I think. I don't think he did. I was gonna say Geno Smith, but I think he only had 2. I don't know.
Smith only had 1.
He only had 1. Who he was playing against?
The Patriots.
Drake May. I think he had 2 or 3. Huh?
Yeah. Let me see. Patriots, they do exist, so I gotta look them up. We play the Patriots this season, don't we? Yeah, I think we do. May had 1.
May had 1. Okay. All right, moving on.
Anyways, next up on the agenda, we got to talk about the Commanders just put in that BTA to Russell Wilson and the New York Giants. Final score 21-6 in this NFC East duel. What's your reaction after this one?
Who didn't see this coming? I mean, when can we? I mean, you hear that ticking? Do you hear that ticking? That is the clock ticking on the Jackson Dart, show beginning. Because I mean, it should have began in week 1. We all know Russell Wilson's washed up. He hasn't been the same in 5 years. I mean, so the Commanders. I mean, y'all should have dog walked them more than this. I mean, y'all should have won 50-6.
Yeah. I think Jane Daniels didn't have that great of a day. He overthrew Terry McLaurin once or twice, but he got lucky enough that he was playing the Giants. He got lucky enough he was playing the Giants, because I feel like the Commanders would have played like the Chargers or the Chiefs even. I feel like they probably would have got destroyed. Jaguars. Speaking of destroyed, Jaguars, man, put up that spanking on the Carolina Panthers 26-10. And you know what this game proved that? Do you want to know? This game proved preseason does not matter.
I've been telling you that for 5 months now.
Because Bryce Young, when he played in preseason, people were like, okay, looks pretty solid, man. I mean, hey, maybe the Panthers could win the division if he playing like this.
No, they cannot.
He threw 2 of them.
They can't win the division, bro. I mean, Carolina Panthers, I mean, and winning the division, I mean, that don't even go together. I mean, the Carolina Panthers going to finish last in the division. Who don't know this? I mean, they got this little 5th grader at quarterback. I mean, he can't see over the line. He can't, play against real starting caliber teams. I mean, in the preseason, he's playing against 2nd stringers and 3rd stringers. I mean, even Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shuck look good doing that. But anyway, I digress, and we'll move on.
Yeah, he threw 2 interceptions, bro.
2.
Like even Rattler didn't even play that bad. Rattler actually had, I don't get it. A lot of people are telling the Saints to bench Rattler for Shuck. Why?
You can't, no. I mean, just
first of all, we're in the 2nd game of the season. You got people saying Shuck's probably going to start next week. Why? Rattler, y'all acting like Rattler threw 4 interceptions or something. Y'all acting like we got blown out by 35 points. Why would we put in Shuck? What's the point of that?
This ain't preseason. I mean, this is the NFL. This is professional. I mean, you pick a quarterback and you go with him until he gets hurt or till you out the playoffs or till he really stinks up the place. I mean, since none of that's happening yet, no, you stick with Rattler and, this is the guy you wanted, so here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Cam Ward, in his rookie debut, struggled as they fall to the Denver Broncos 20-12, failing to even get into the end zone. So, Dad, what is your takeaway after this game?
Broncos, I mean, I'm high on the Broncos this year. I think good things for the Broncos this year. I think Sean Payton was licking his chops. I mean, he was like rookie quarterback, 1st pick overall. I like it. I like it a lot. And they put a good game plan, against the kid, and they came out on top. I mean, it was a close game, 8-point win, so one score game, but they did enough to win a home game against the Titans.
Yeah, look, Cam Ward definitely had his rookie struggles, and I think Bo Nix had a good game, throwing for 176 yards and a touchdown. R.J. Harvey ran the ball pretty well. Cortland Sutton gained that lone touchdown through the air. I think the Broncos just were the better team. I think the score was too close though. Broncos blew out the Titans personally. I did. 49ers beat the Seahawks 17-13. What's your takeaway?
My takeaway, I was scouting this game a little bit to see the Saints' next opponent. I saw Brock Purdy. Had a pretty okay game. He was leaning on Chris McCaffrey a lot. I mean, my boy McCaffrey got a lot of action. He had a lot of runs, a lot of catches, a lot of targets. But they did lose George Kittle, and that could be a big blow for them moving forward. So it was a hard-fought struggle, a defensive struggle, and now Brock Purdy dealing with this injury. He might not be able to go against the Saints. We'll see how that goes, my brother.
I ain't gonna lie though, even if Purdy does play on Sunday, I'm confident in our defense, man. If we get that Cam Jordan that was playing yesterday, if we get that Carl Granderson that was playing yesterday, if we can get Chase Young back on the field, woo-hoo-wee. What's up, Jerry? How you doing, man? 49ers, though, beating the Seahawks 17-13. Nick Bosa saving the day at the end because I thought Seattle was going to walk into that end zone of how the 49ers even was playing. But then Nick Bosa freaking pushed the offensive lineman into Sam Darnold's arm, made him fumble the ball. 49ers win. It's crazy. And now here's a game I want to talk about. Packers beat the Lions 27-13. And all offseason, I've been saying, in fact, I'm actually going to pull them up right here. Like, I can't put them on the screen or nothing, but hold up. Because I made a video after the Hall of Fame game saying how Detroit is doomed. And a lot of people crapped on me for it in the comments section. Honestly, it's just one game. I understand that. But I don't care. Let me pull it up first so, I don't just sound like I'm talking. So, the Packers, right? They did not. The score may have said 27-13. It was really 27-6 because Isaac Tesla saved the day for y'all. Now let me just find it. Okay, here we go. This video got 62 views, meaning 62 people watched this. Let's look in the comments. What? Let me see. Okay, so you probably don't want to put money on that or you'll be doomed. Interesting. Okay. And then I said, well, I would if I knew how to, mainly, because I'm young and stuff. Then he said, it seems like you don't know about a few things. Okay. That, who did the Lions win yesterday?
No, they got their brains beat in.
Okay, good to know. So then I said, first of all, I don't care about betting enough. Second of all, that's something someone with a gambling addiction would say. And then he said, I never gambled. That's another thing you don't know what you're talking about. So I don't know what I'm talking about. But the Lions got destroyed. It's not like they lost by like a field goal. If they lost like that, I wouldn't even be talking about this. But they got destroyed. I understand they only lost by 2 touchdowns. No, they did. That's what the score said. But if you watch that game, yeah. And then he said, a different person said, we will have a better record than the Saints. That last time I checked, the Saints and Lions have the same record right now. Okay. Look, I said the same thing about the Cowboys last season. I said the same thing. I'm telling you, man, a lot of people think I'm crazy or delusional, man. I'm just saying how I see it. I don't trust Detroit. Last year was their only opportunity to get a Super Bowl. But they blew it. Glenn's gone. Johnson's gone. A lot of people I don't even think are blowing that enough out of proportion. You don't lose your top 2 coordinators and expect to be great. That's just me, though. What's your reaction on this game?
I was thinking that maybe that the Detroit Lions Super Bowl window has officially closed. It technically closed after losing their coordinators over the offseason. But I think it showed, in this game how the offense, was very out of sorts and the defense got, pushed around. So definitely, I think their Super Bowl window has closed. And at this rate, I think they're going to struggle to make the playoffs. So the 2 dudes talking, a little smack to you, I mean, let them talk, and we'll see how they look at the end of the year.
Yeah, because I predicted the Lions go 9-8, miss the playoffs. Like, I don't think they're going to be terrible this season, but they're not going to be this team that everybody seems to think that they are. And I don't understand why a lot of people aren't seeing it yet. Like, Jared Goff, he proved to me. You want to know what Jared Goff proved? His stats look good, yes. But a lot of that was just because of garbage time. You know what Jared Goff proved? He is a system quarterback. A system quarterback. He's in the Brock Purdy category. He's in the Tua category. He needs a good system to be successful. When he went to the Super Bowl, the fake Super Bowl, when he went there with Sean, you know why he went there? Because of Sean McVay. He had a good system. You know why he was great last season? Because of Dan Campbell building the Ben Johnson Aaron Glenn system. The system. That's why that's why he had a good year last year. Goff is just not that good, bruh. He's just not. Anyways, next. Rams in a low-scoring affair, but they're able to handle the Texans at home 14-9. Dad, what's your reaction?
Oh, just like you said, low-scoring game, very defensive-minded game, a little sloppy on offense. I saw a good part of this game, and yeah, it's not nothing really to be proud about if you're these offenses.
Yeah, Stafford struggled, Stroud struggled, but at the end of the day, Stafford delivered when he needed to because the Texans looked like they were going to win, but then Stafford was like, nope, I'm still Matthew Stafford. You're still a second-year player or third-year player now, so relax. But yeah, I don't really want to talk about that game, to be honest, because like that game was kind of boring. You know what I do want to talk about? Ravens. Man to man. Okay. Football team to football team. Fan to fan. That is a game where honestly, I think it will probably be more realistic to come back down 28-3 than come back of how the Bills did. I'm being honest. Because you had the ball. All you had to do was run the clock out. But before that, you let Josh Allen throw the ball, and the ball gets tipped off of his own guy, and they still catch a touchdown. Then the next drive, Derrick Henry, who it's looking like, yeah, he's going to get like 200 yards. He fumbled the ball. Bruh, you see, that game looks scripted. I think that game was fixed last night because there's no way Derrick Henry's having a great game and then you just fumble the ball. Like, who do you think you are? Juwan Johnson of running backs? Having a good game, but then you fumble the ball? And then you had Matt Prater, who just got on the team Thursday, who was the field goal kick, who was the longest field goal record holder until Justin Tucker broke it. And yeah, the Bills win 41-40. Game of the year unless another game tops that. Dad, what's your reaction?
I have a different take on this game. I thought this game was quite beautiful. I mean, I was watching the first half and just watching both teams just slug each other back and forth, and you know, the confidence and swagger that they play with. I'm like, this is real football, man. They excited to be playing this. Ain't no Juwan Johnson's in here. Anyway, so in the third quarter, it looked like the Bills were letting this game slip away. I mean, Derrick Henry was like being their daddies most of the game. I mean, you couldn't
DeAndre
stop
Hopkins. DeAndre
Hopkins, man.
Like,
Do you remember that catch? You saw that catch? Jesus.
Zay
Well,
Flowers
anyway.
running right by their defense with nobody, just everybody just staring at them. It's like,
So it's 41-25, and somewhere along the line, I dozed off. I ain't gonna lie. I'm be real with y'all people. America, I dozed off. Okay, so I dozed off. So then I wake up and I'm in the rocking chair. I'm looking at the TV, and the game's over. So I turn off the TV and I'm going to bed. And I check my phone and I see 41-40. Man, how the hell? So that's when I had to look up and read all the articles about 19 points in 9 minutes, crazy stuff like only Superman can do. I mean, Josh Allen proved that, last year's MVP award was not a fluke. I mean, he is that dude. He is a guy you want on your team when the chips are down, when you need to put the team on your back. Do it, Josh Allen. I mean, you don't want the man to do it all year long. I mean, you do want to have some good games by your running backs and your defense, so you don't have to carry the team all year long. But Josh Allen can certainly do it from time to time, especially against great teams like the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. Yeah, look, Ravens, man, look, these are two great teams. I won't be surprised if we see them play in the playoffs again, maybe even in the AFC Championship, but the Bills got the better of them. But, man, I don't know. Did you watch the highlights? Did you do it?
Of the fourth quarter? Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I didn't watch the whole game, but I watched most of it. I did not fall asleep one bit. In the fourth quarter, I remember watching, and I was like 40-25. Well, the game's over at this point. Maybe the Bills can make it a little bit interesting. But then I forgot. Wait, Josh Allen's the quarterback. I mean, this game's technically still not over, man. All the Bills need is a couple touchdowns and stuff. But bro, when that ball tipped off that receiver's hands into the hands of Keon Coleman, I'm looking at that and I'm like, the Bills are about to win this game, huh? And then I remember, they got to get a stop. Let's see if their defense can do it. And then Derrick Henry fumbled the ball. I remember, bro. So, I was looking at a couple screens, right? I had the remote in my hand. I jumped so hard that I dropped the remote. So I had to find the batteries and stuff. That's how excited I was. Because I wanted the Bills to win that game, man. Mostly because if I did, I would have confirmed one prediction for the week. And then the Bills went for 2. You see, I don't understand why teams are going for 2. I understand at that point you had to go for 2, but there was some point third quarter, 27-19. Kick the extra point. Why do y'all keep going for 2? But anyways, and I've noticed a lot of teams do that where they're down by 8, so they go for 2 to make a 6-point game. But it's bro, come on, man. Just take the freaking point. Worst case scenario, you go to overtime. I mean, the overtime rules are different now, so it's not like you can't trust your defense. But anyways, like I was saying, and then they got us. I ain't gonna lie, I went to the bathroom, and then when I came back out the bathroom, the Bills had the ball. Jaire Alexander got fried, cooked, baked, torched, microwaved, oven, whatever term you can use for getting cooked, that was Jaire Alexander. 2 plays. The first play to Palmer that got them to the 35-yard line. Second play to get them inside the 10-yard line. Both of them were on Jaire Alexander. Jaire was getting burnt all night, and that just freaking ended it, man. Matt Prater hits the game-winning field goal. Bills win. So now we're going to probably recap the Vikings-Bears game on Monday. And I know he's not watching this. I don't even know if you're watching my channel. But there's a guy named Jim that every time I talk to him, he always talks trash about the Saints. Don't lose to the Bears. Okay, don't lose to the Bears. Because I'm going to be talking all that issue. You lose to the Bears. I don't care if we lose. We're supposed to lose, right? Since we are the worst team in the league, right? We're supposed to lose, right? Don't lose to the Bears. That's all I got to say. Dad, you got anything else for us?
Nope, we're good.
All right, man. Where can they find you?
Find me on Mic'd Up YouTube channel on Hurricane Mike Show every week, 2 or 3 times a week. Come on and watch us.
Yeah, man. You can also find us here, Hurricane Mike Kyle Phelps, and Keeping It Real That's First Podcast. And just to let y'all know, we're probably gonna move this show to Tuesdays. Because Mondays are gonna get kind of busy for me, so yeah, we're gonna release the Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. So if y'all have a long day or whatnot, you can end it with us. And plus that gives us time to also talk about the Monday night game too. So it could work out there. But anyways. You can always, I already said that part. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, turn the bell so you don't miss a future upload. And Dad, we're going to leave them as always with a who dat. And don't be a what?
Don't be a Falcon fan. 0-1,
Amen.
just like I told you.
Yep. 0-1.